Hello and welcome. This is going to be the second part of the video for making a video marquee, and we'll have some more videos to follow. Quickly, we covered last time on how to make the logo on top of the background, and also talked about doing the auto enhance, for example, make it stand out a little bit more, doing an effect if it's distracting for that background video, and doing a square blur on it or whatever effect we want. It's really your choice. Go ahead and delete this for now. We had the background video and we want to chop that up and maybe get some different pictures rather than just going from one to the other from the video itself. And the other, if we have time, the green screen effects. I'm going to go ahead and stretch this out. Now, normally I would be working in seconds, not so much minutes. So I'm going to go ahead and shrink this down so I can see the whole video, or at least most of it, at once. So the time doesn't change. It's just how we're viewing it. So this is a nice little flyover transition from one to the other. We'll go ahead and say this is where I want to start. So I'm going to go ahead and clip or split this. I'm going to right click on this and delete this. I'm going to bring this over to the beginning. So now this video is playing here from the beginning. Now let's say I don't want to just go through 30 seconds or minutes on this video. Let's go about here and just stop here. I'm going to hit the clip video. And keep in mind this is going to keep going. Let's say the next part I want to be here. So I'm going to clip it again. Click on this segment. Right click. And hit delete. Going to bring this over. And now it jumps from here to here. Some sort of new video. And we'll keep going. Find another piece I want. Let's say this water. That kind of looks nice. So I'm going to stop or clip it here because I know that's where the water starts. And then as much as this segment I want to keep, I'll go ahead and clip this here. And we have this segment that's in between. And I like to keep this. Oops. I'm going to make sure just that one's selected. I'm going to move this over just for now. So now we're jumping from one segment to the next segment to the next segment. This is just an example of how to clip different videos together, different montages. If you had 4 or 5 videos and you wanted to jump between 4 different videos, you can cut them up and put them all together. See if I can do another example of that. And we'll cut this one up. Just say, I don't know, we'll start here on the next part. So I'll right click on this, delete this. This will be here. This is a total of 1 minute. As you can see from the top, most video marquees don't need to be that long, but we'll go ahead and just say this is good. So I'm going to go ahead and click on this. I'm not going to use any more of this footage. So I'm going to delete that. Just hit the delete button. And now we're at 1 minute and 21 seconds. Go ahead and highlight these. Highlight the first one, hold shift, click that, right click, mute, so I don't hear any of the background music. And we can just play this. And so what this is doing is just going through the segments, and they're just going to play. And you'll notice the hop right here when it comes through. It goes one from the other. So we're hopping between segments here. Now what we can do is go to transitions and say I want something, rather than a hop, I want something smooth to go from here to here. And there's a lot of different ones. For example, I'm just going to grab one here called, I guess, vibration. So what we're going to do for the transitions is bring this down, and we're going to place it in between there. Let me zoom in on this here. And so what you're seeing now is this transition between the first and second segment. And you can do different transitions on different segments, totally up to you. Personally, I like to keep it consistent. And so what's going to happen when we jump from the first segment to the next segment, we have that kind of vibration there. I'll give you another example. We'll do a box turn left. And I use these transitions more or less in my themes. I don't care so much about the hopping around in the background, but again, it's your choice. We're going to hit play just to see what this transition looks like. You'll kind of see it's totally different from that other one. And again, your choice. If we want to go to effect, we have to do this on each one, or there's a more advanced way to do it for the whole thing, but just to get yourself familiar with this. We drag and drop those. Now keep in mind, these effects don't affect each segment, so if I change the size of this to like, and it's not showing me right now, so this is a little tricky, make sure that you're on the segment in the video to see the effect here. But there you go. And so if I went to the next part, the segment, and so it's still at a 2. So I'd have to do this to each one, basically. So you would start with your first one. And again, make sure you clicked on it. And, 7, well, we got 766. So I go here, 7, and then 66. And now they match. Entirely your choice. So that's the first part of this video. Maybe I can do a silent video where I can chop up a bunch of stuff and you can kind of see how I work. For now, the other thing we're going to talk about are green screen effects. Green screen effects are what Hollywood uses to make all their movies essentially now. Keep in mind these are layers. We're going to go ahead and put this one on the top. We're going to keep project settings because I got it in my Marquee resolution. So here we have a golf ball. If we were to play this golf ball spins. That's what it does. Let's go ahead and stop this for now. So what we want to do is take this golf ball and put it somewhere in this video. Personally, I think it looks good right smack dab in the middle, so we're going to keep it there. Now with other programs, I am not familiar with them. This is what I use. Go ahead and click there. I'm going to go AI tools. I'm going to turn the chroma key on. And so what this is doing is masking that green color out, basically. Offset tolerance, you'll experience using these with different colors. I don't think this is going to show me too much. There you go. So that's the offset of that mask. Go ahead and reset this. In this case, it doesn't matter too much because it's just a white ball. Edge thickness, how much it's masking of the edge. Now you can see as I bring this up, it kind of brings that white edge up. So in this case, -1 is going to be good. Just to show you what that looks like. And before I do the next part, you'll see how kind of fuzzy this is. That's to kind of make this transition all together or look good together. Now the feathering is what that's called, and that's totally up to you on how much you want to do. The less I do it, the more jaggy it is, so to say. We'll probably just want to do that much of it. So not too bad, a little jaggy still. It's in the background, it's not really going to matter too much. Now the next part I'm going to do is basically move this logo up, and keep in mind because I was cutting up the video, it cut up the logo. Okay, so it's all on top now. And what I would have to do to make this extend out is drop another one of these down here. Now in this case, I don't want to drop another one down here because I've got this already centered and I've got this how I want. So I'm going to Control C, go past in the timeline, go past here and Control V. Then what we can do is just drag this back. And then I can just cut this, delete this part, and then push this back to match up where it ends. Now, the reason I had to go all the way to the end, if I Control C and copy and paste this somewhere in here, it gets screwy and messes all the other video up. It pushes it all out, does weird things, so that's why I always make sure I go to the end. Now if we play this, background, we have that golf ball spinning. Keep in mind, keep your effects consistent between your videos if you're chopping them up. And we'll do one more, we'll do a golf club. So I'm going to bring this down, keep project settings, chroma key on, edge feather, probably don't need so much. I'm going to move this on top so I can manipulate it on the top layer. Yeah, so this one, the line's pretty thin, so we probably want to take the edge thickness down, and so that way more of that shows through. Maybe edge feather. That looks okay. Good enough. And now, if I play it, we have a rotating golf club and a golf ball. I did post my other previous Golden Tee Golf marquees, and that's essentially how I made them. I would export this in high quality. 60 frames per second looks so much better. And there we go. And again, I would get this where I want. Control C, go to the end, Control V, move it back, take the excess, chop it, and then shrink that excess down so it matches up here. So just to recap, we covered the chopping up of videos and also adding green screen effects. I'll get more into this later in my videos, but that's it for now. Thank you for watching.